Boys and girls, today I am on page 257. I am going to demonstrate using the area model to find the product of 16 and 28. So folding chairs are set up in a school auditorium for play. There are 16 rows of chairs, and each row has 28 chairs. How many folding chairs are set up for the play? So I am going to find the product. Remember, the word product means multiplication, okay? So 16 times 28. Now, this is the same thing as 28 times 16. And I am going to use the area model to demonstrate how this works. Area model. I'm on page 257, in case you are just joining me. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a box, a rectangular box, and I know that there are 1, 2, so there are 4 boxes. All right, so the first one, I am going to break the 16 into 10 and 6. I'm going to break it into the base 10 and 6. All right, so the 10 is going to be green and the 6 is going to be red. So you can see that that's how I break them into 10 plus 6, and this is going to 10 plus 6, okay? And then the next one, I'm going to break the 28 to 20 plus 8. All right, so the 20 is going to be, I'm going to put orange on the 2, so that's going to be 20 because that's in the tens place. And the light green, this is going to be 8. All right. Now, this time, I'm going to look at the first box. I am going to multiply 20 times 10. All right, so this is going to be 20 times 10. Okay, and then this box is going to be 20 times 6. And then the bottom box is going to be 8 times 10. And then this box over here, I'm going to say 8 times whatever's on top, which is 6. Okay? Now, now I have set this up. You have to make sure you set it up. And once I set it up, I have to multiply. And by multiplying, I'm looking for a strategy. In multiplication, if I have zeros, all I'm doing is adding zeros at the end. So I'm counting my zeros. I have 2 zeros over here, so I'm going to put 1 0, 2 0. And then I say multiply the whole numbers. 2 times 1 is 2. This is the same thing as I have 10 people. Each person gets $20 and a total of $200 total. Okay? So now, I'm looking at the box over here. I say, okay, there's 1 0, so I'm going to put down 1 0. And then 6 times 2 is 12. So that's 120. I'm going to come down over here. All right, 8 times 6. If I remember 8 times 6, it's the same thing as 6 times 8. I believe Miss Lipka says, find your favorite dance to 48. Do you remember that? Find your dance to 48, 8 times 6. Who remembers that from yesterday? Yeah? Find your dance to 48. Am I correct? 8 times 6 is 48. Okay? Find your dance to 48. Now, I'm going to finish the last piece over here. This is going to be 10. I have 1 0, so I'm going to write down 1 0. And then 1 times 8 or 8 times 1 is 8. All right, so now I have all these answers. I can add across or I can add down. Okay? So for this one, I am going to add, let's see, I'm going to add across. I'm going to add across. Because you have to find the answer, the sum of all these 4 boxes. So if I am adding across, this is 200 plus 120. That gives me 320. I'm adding across. Right down here, I have 80 plus 48. I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to bring it over here. 80 plus 48 on the side to make sure that I add it right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 128. And once I have that, I am able to add these 2 numbers together. So this is going to be 0 plus 8 will give me 8. 2 plus 2 gives me 4. 3 plus 1 gives me 4. I should come up with 448 for that problem. Now, I am also going to demonstrate using the traditional form as a check to see if we're getting it right, okay? So here, I'm going to use traditional way, and you can demonstrate this or show your parents over your dinner table. All right, so traditional, I'm going to pick the big number on top, 28 times 16. I usually, when I multiply, because it is a fact family, I should be able to reverse them. And I usually like to have a small number in the bottom than I do on top. So I am going to start with this. 6 times 8 is 48. Find your favorite dance. And then 6 times 2 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 168 on this problem. Now, since I am done, that's the first row. This is the ones place. I'm done. I got to go into a second row. I'm going to scratch that out because I used that. I am going to scratch that out because I just finished using that number. So once I do that, I am going to use a placeholder as a 0 because the next number I'm multiplying is in the tens place. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? So once I have these two multiply out, I am going to add them together. So let's figure it out. 8 plus 0 is still 8. We haven't changed it. 8 plus 6, so you go 8, you can add up 8, and then you go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 8 plus 6 is 14, so I'm going to write down 4, carry 1. And then 2 plus 1 gives you 4. I still come up with the same answer, except this one, like you said, is shorter, faster, okay? But you still come up with the same result.